Yes, this is for my students in second stage. I have asked you a question. If you are a TESOL teacher and you feel you need to develop yourself, what will you do? 26 answers. Thank you so much for your answer, for answering my question. Okay. Some of your answers or most of your answers are good. So I will read some comments, some answers. Here we have its main focus is oral skill and taught via repetitive rules. Grammar is taught using inductive way, and students need to try and guess through teacher oral presentation. Second, take time to observe instruction. Yes, of course, we need time. Visit to other teacher classes. Yes, good point. We have to visit other teacher classes, as well as writing journal, talk about teaching. Yes, good. This will develop the method of teaching. This will develop the teachers themselves. And here the first thing I read out sources. Out sources, Amr. Why not inside sources? Good point. Read journals, yes. Read books about teaching and learning. Read teacher narrative, what other teachers say about teaching, sharing, observing. White, black, with other teacher, do research. Yes, good points. Take time to observe, of course, we need time to observe and visit other teacher. Write journal, great. And to other about teaching, talk up with other teachers. Development requires an ongoing commitment. Yes, of course. It's not something of a teaching career. Complete this idea. Yes, like Amber, outside sources. Concern with about what do I do tomorrow? Yes. Awesome. صار الزحمة. Providing more job, increasing your chances of communicating with your colleagues. Yes, communicating. This is a good point. You have to communicate with your colleagues, increasing your chances. Yes, of course. If you are a good teacher, you will have good chance getting the job in the future. Yes, second stage. Read journal article and books about teaching. Good, because they will give us advantage. Read teacher narrative, great, and the way the teachers can find it and read to more expertise. The teacher can develop his teaching by learning new skills, attending cultural seminars, good, changing teaching method, of course, good. You need to explain more. It is an open question هذا سؤال مفتوح يعني. If I was a TESOL teacher and I need to develop myself, I will start by identifying the errors in my teaching. Good. And try to find the ideal solution for them. Yes. By taking necessary experience from a good professor and also by looking for common methods of teaching. This is a good answer for the question I asked it. Another question, this is perfect. Good. I will just use the internet. Yes, of course. This is summary. And what will you do with internet? Of course, you will read, you will search, you will find new ways for teaching your methods or for your teaching your or for your skills. When you feel development, you feel you need follow by steps. Be careful with grammar. There is no doubt that development takes time. Of course, development teaching is not something you do. Yes, of course, at the beginning of teaching, yes, we talk about this pre-service and in-service through problem solving. Yes. This is the answer of the another question I asked you. If you are a teacher and you confronted with a dilemma يعني dilemmas problems اللي هي قلنا problem solving حل الجواب ذاك السؤال problem solving راح نروح له ونشوف فاهمين is enhancing by paying attention to reviewing. Yes, good. Difficulties, yes. Feedback you need. If I want to develop myself, develop takes time. Develop requires ongoing. It's the same idea. I will create new ways to teach my students. Talk with teachers. Good. I think the best way to develop, always try to read about another topic, participate, entering training courses, good, keeping me informed about the experience, renewal, develop myself. I need reading books, magazines, establishing conversation with foreigners, good. Take risks, say hello to the niggle in your gut that's telling you consider taking a chance. This is not about that. What simple expectations? This is not the answer of the question. There is a lot of ways. I will take some subject about develop myself in English, translating, listen to music. This is to develop your speaking skill or listening skill. But if you want to develop yourself as a teacher, these are good opportunity here. What teachers hear what teachers say. Okay, what teacher do. Take time, great. Through continuous reading, of course. There are factors to teaching, like visiting, observing, great, educating. Other teachers are afraid help succeed, yes. Read a book, yes. Need to reading, practice language, develop requires ongoing commitment, yes. Then the 7 points نقاط السبعة موجودات هنا. Time, yes, take about time. You need to take time. Teaching education program. Take enough time to know the weakness that you need to develop, as well as to attend formats or conferences explaining how to develop. Yes, great. Thank you so much for your answering this question. I really appreciate it.